No matter what else happens this year, the brand new year of 2021 will largely be up to us to create the great. I wanted to present just a few things to think about today as you move through the early quarter of 2021, setting yourself up for success and some things to take along with you through the year. The first item is to really take accounting of the people who are in your life. My philosophy has always been that people in our lives kind of fall into three different categories. Either they are negative to us in our lives, they're neutral, meaning they don't really influence us or influence our lives in any great way. The next category, of course, would be uplifting. Those people in our lives who make a positive difference, and hopefully vice versa, that we contribute positively to their lives as well. I would like to encourage all of you to take an accounting of the people in your life, whether they are acquaintances, neighbors, coworkers, friends, romantic partners. Really analyze who these people are in your life, their importance in your life, and their influence in your life. If you're surrounded by negative people, if you're surrounded by people who constantly criticize or bring you down, that will greatly affect your year in 2021. Perhaps as you look back, you'll see that this might already be the case in previous years. It may sound harsh. I do not mean to sound harsh. However, if you already know you have someone negative in your life that does not add positivity to your life, perhaps it's time to consider how much of your life they are involved in. It is going to be up to you to take an accounting of the people in your life and make adjustments along the way to really secure a peaceful, tranquil, calm, stable, balanced 2021. Another thing I'd like to encourage is to pick one new endeavor for the entire year. If you are planning something new for yourself, perhaps a creative pursuit, taking a class, something educational, something for fun, a new hobby. Of course, we are somewhat limited, so your choices may be somewhat limited. But for the year of 2021, I encourage you to try something new. Think outside the box. Think outside of what might seem logical for you. Be creative. Sit down with a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil and just brainstorm. Free write anything that comes to mind. If you pick something rather large, say learning how to scuba dive or learning how to paint masterful oil landscapes, then perhaps that's all you tackle for the year. Otherwise, if you just pick smaller items, maybe pick one new thing to learn or to try each quarter of the year. By the time 2021 rolls to a close, that last quarter of 2021, who knows what you could have accomplished in the meantime. Analyze your finances. Take a look honestly at where you are, where your goals are, what you need to do along the way to reach those goals. A lot of us, and I think part of this is human nature, we want to bury our heads in the sand when it comes to money. Don't do this. Let 2021 be the year where you write out your finances, take an accounting of your assets, your debt, take an accounting of checking account and saving account balances, credit card balances, write it all out so that at the very beginning of this year, 2021, you have a firm understanding of your financial picture. Make some goals that you would like to achieve throughout the year. Only you know what your goals are, and only you can make a plan to achieve those goals. Burying our heads in the sand will not do us any good when it comes to finances. We simply cannot turn our back on our financial picture. Take some time, maybe once a quarter, to take a look at your finances and see where you might need to do some fine tuning. Clear the clutter from your home, your office, your car, closets, rooms of the house. Take it one by one. Our minds can literally get bogged down when we are surrounded by too much stuff This is one of my personal goals for the year 2021. I am surrounded by too much stuff. So if this also applies to you, take a look at, excuse me, take a look at your home. Take a look at your apartment, your workspace, your car, your closets, your cabinets, your drawers. Where can you clear the clutter? Get rid of stuff that you don't need, stuff that is just junking up your space. Again, this is a challenge of mine, a goal of mine for 2021. I would love to have your participation with me so that I'm not alone on this journey. So down below, let me know if this is something that you can relate to, that you need to also declutter some areas of your life. I know that when we clear out the clutter, we're actually making internal space also, not just external physical, but internal space also to clear our minds and clear maybe some of the stress and feeling bogged down in our lives. Negate the noise, clear out the extra. Do you really need to spend so much time on social media? Do you really need to participate in maybe online chats or online arguments or even external events or situations with people that overall don't matter in your life? Negate the noise. Bring in peace, bring in tranquility. Tell yourself, okay, well, from the hours of 6 to 7 every evening, I'm going to unplug everything. I'm going to light a candle. I'm going to take a bath, put on some soothing music, go for a walk, sit outside in nature if you can, depending on where you live. Take some time, an hour a day, to negate the noise of your life. There is noise everywhere. Traffic, other people, conversations, interactions that we just pass by, online, social media. It is truly everywhere, not to mention movies and TVs. And some of this can be positive in small increments and small doses. But if you are feeling that you are surrounded by noise, negate the noise. Take a time out. Start eliminating your exposure to some of these things. 1 hour a day, 30 minutes if that's all you can manage. Carve out some space to bring peace and tranquility into your life. Prioritize your needs and wants. No one else is going to do that. You're going to have to do it for yourself. Learn how to do this through setting some boundaries. And just like I mentioned, carving out a bit of time for yourself every single day, let that be a boundary that when somebody tries to encroach on that boundary, put up your hand and say, I'm so sorry, but for this time, for the next 30 minutes, for the next 60 minutes, I will be here doing this. Leave it at that. You don't owe anybody an explanation. If it is your need, if it is your want, if it is your desire, make it happen. You are in charge of setting the boundaries in your lives. You are also in charge of making sure that other people know when they are stepping a little too close. You are not responsible for their reactions to these boundaries. Prioritize your own needs and wants. This doesn't make you selfish. That doesn't mean that you aren't also caring for other people in your life. But what about you? Start prioritizing what you need, and you'll be amazed at what can happen for 2021. The last point I wanted to make is give yourself grace. Give yourself time. Give yourself room to grow. Don't expect major things to change all at once overnight. We may have to put these things into practice. If you sit down and start writing out your finances and you start feeling, oh my God, this is overwhelming, take a break, but don't leave it completely. Come back to it. If you are trying a new class and you just don't think it's for you, well, don't give up. Maybe you don't continue with that class, but maybe you take a different class. If you try something new and it's not working out, that doesn't mean that it's a fail. It just means you're getting closer to what really will feed your heart and soul. So just some things to think about for this year, 2021. I appreciate you stopping by today. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, share it if you know you have some people in your life that need a little boost of positivity for the new year, or maybe somebody is looking for some strategies to set the year off on the right foot. We are just starting this year. I'm sending blessings to all of you. Stay the course, have faith in this journey, and no matter what, we can make 2021 a year to create the great. Bye for now.